Hello students, welcome to another lecture of business environment. So in the previous classes we have seen about various aspects of business environment. So today we'll be discussing about economic environment and especially the economic policies. So as we have been discussing, we know business have to comply with the they will have to address the legal framework or maybe uh, the market conditions. So along with that, there are some other important aspect, which is the economic policy. So let's see what is economic policy. So I think every year government have a budget. So in the budget, government will allocate the resources to various sectors. And along with that, periodically, the government will also announce various policies regarding to the business or maybe the market or the economy. So the country's economy will be controlled and continuously monitored by the government and its agencies. So through economic policies, government is trying to control the flow or the continuous or maybe the efficiency of a country or market of a economy of a country. So the through economic policies, the government is trying to ensure that every aspect of the country, including the corporates, business people, and the common man, they're having a very peaceful atmosphere. So the economic aspects of a country includes, as you know, the financial system, the rates and policies applicable for the companies and people. So all these constitute the economic policy of the country. So in this, we will be discussing about the economic policies and how it is going to affect the business or how the business is expected to react to the economic policies of the country. Measures are adopted by the government to manage the economy and as a means of achieving economic goals. So as we know, every country will have some economic goals. So they're attaining this level, this measure, rate of growth, attaining, independence regarding maybe some industry, some sector. They need more. They are giving more importance to a few sectors of the economy. So this is the economic policy of the country. And now let's see what is monetary policy and fiscal policy. So in the economic policy, we'll have again a few other bifurcations, including. So I think you might have heard about the monetary policy of the country and economic fiscal policy of the country. What is this monetary policy and fiscal policy? So monetary policy and fiscal policy refers to the two most widely recognized tools used to influence a nation's economic activity. So the government will be framing different policies and to, as I told you, to control or to regulate the market or the economy. And this is done through monetary policies and fiscal policies. These are two important, widely used tools by the government to control a nation's economic activity. The monetary policy is primarily concerned with the management of interest rates and total supply of money in circulation and is generally carried out by central banks such as the US Federal Reserve or the RBI of our country. So monetary policy involves with managing the interest rates. So I think you have studied basic economics in your 12th standard and you have learned how changes in the interest rate is going to affect the money circulation in the economy. So I'll just give a brief about that. So when imagine you are having a financial requirement and there are some banks offering loans for your financial requirement, and you are comparing different banks with respect to the interest rate applicable on the loan. So you'll be going and taking a loan wherever the interest rate is lower. Similarly, the business will go and take loans whenever the interest rates are very less. So by controlling this interest rate, the government will be able to regulate the money supply. So if the interest rate is lower, more and more people will go and apply for the loans, or they will go for the debt financing. So if the interest rate is high, government will be able to control the money supply. People will go for less loans. It is a simple, logical explanation. So through this monetary policies, by regulating the interest rates, government will be able to control the money circulation in the economy. So this is done for various reasons. So you control the inflation, regulate the increase in the price of commodities. So this is done through monetary policies. Then on the other side, we have fiscal policies. So these fiscal policies are collective term for the taxing and spending actions of the government. Fiscal policy includes how the tax system is implemented, how the government collects taxes from the people. So in the US, the national fiscal policy is determined by the executive and legislative branches of the government. So in India, we have the financial ministry which regulates and monitors the tax system in our country. So periodically through budgets and through government policies, we control these tax rates. So they can increase or decrease the tax rates. So they will be able to increase the revenue and acquire revenue from the people. So this is regarding the fiscal policy, and it includes the government tactics and strategies on public expenditure and revenue. So how much expenditure and how much revenue government is expecting. So this is done through adjusting the fiscal policy. When the government decides on purchase of goods and services, the transfer of payment, distribution, or collection of taxes, it comes under the fiscal policy. So usually government spending and revenue is managed through fiscal policies. So one good example is the implementation of GST. So it is many a time referred to as the budgetary policy of the government, which involves the government manipulating its levels of spending and tax rates within the economy. So through implementing a new tax regime, government will be able to maybe adjust their revenue, so increase the revenue. So these are some of the fiscal policy practices done by the government. So then we will discuss about the types of fiscal policies. So as I told you, there can be two strategies, basically expansionary and contractionary strategies. So expansionary strategies, as the name implies, government is trying to expand the economy. It is a form of fiscal policy that includes a decrease in the taxes or increase in government expenditure. There are two ways for expanding the economy, either by reducing the taxes. So people will have more money and they will spend more. So the government will, the economy will prosper. Another practice is by increasing the government expenditure. So government will spend more money on the economy, like building bridges, roads. Government expenditure will be more. So more money is pumped into the economy. So this is again going to increase the money circulation. People will have more money with them. Then on the opposite side, we have contractionary policies. So it is exactly the opposite. So government is slowing down the economy by contracting the economy through fiscal policies. So they may be they have to control the inflation. Sometimes when the money circulation increases, the prices of commodities will go up. So there will be rapid growing inflation in the economy, and to control this, government will have to decrease the spending. So they can increase the tax rates or either reduce the expenditure, government expenditures. These are another types of fiscal policies of the government. So how this fiscal policy can influence the development of an economy. So they can, if the fiscal policies interest to expand the economy through government increasing expenditure and reducing taxes, it will subsequently, it is a long-term process, it is not happening in 1 day or 2 days. So it will take time for the fiscal policy to fetch some result. So it can, if the government is properly planning the fiscal policies, we can achieve the full employment in the country. Then we can introduce price stability in the economy, increase the rate of economic growth, then optimal allocation of resources, then equitable distribution of income and wealth, then economic stability in the long run, and capital formation and growth. So these are some of the objectives of adjusting the fiscal policies. The monetary policy we have also already seen. It is the economic policy formulated by the central bank, which is RBI in our country, and it involves the management of money supply and interest rate through use of various tools. So through monetary policy, we are trying to adjust the money circulation in the economy. So it is a more of a short-term, goal. So monetary policies are having a short-term goal, but immediately the effect will be there within 1 or 2 months. But in the fiscal policies, it will take some time, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. That is the difference between fiscal and monetary policies. I hope you understood the concept of economic policy. It's a fiscal policy and monetary policy. We'll be discussing much more about this in the coming lectures. Thank you for your patient listening.